Welcome, Bingers, to The Binge. Each week we dive deep into a single topic, dissecting it from every angle. No frills, no fuss, just in-depth conversation designed to satisfy your craving for understanding. Let's begin.
It's the Binge Podcast, where everything's at last. It's the Binge Podcast, come join us fast.
All right, buckle up because I'm about to launch into a proper tirade about something that grinds my gears like nothing else. The utter, soul-crushing, mind-numbingly pointless exercise of small talk. It's the conversational equivalent of elevator music, bland, forgettable, and designed only to fill a void that probably shouldn't be filled in the first place. Let's go.
Cast at the daily grind. Thoughts unleashed, no place to hide. Passion storming every mind. Tune in, tune out, tonight we ride.
I mean, honestly, what is the point of it all? You bump into someone you vaguely know at the grocery store, perhaps a distant cousin or a former colleague whose name you can't quite recall, and suddenly you're locked into this utterly ridiculous dance of, how's it going? And, oh, you know, can't complain, just busy, followed by the inevitable, desperate search for something, anything to say about the weather. Looks like it might rain later, huh? They'll offer with a hopeful glint in their eye, as if this profound observation is going to unlock the secrets of the universe, and you, like the well-trained automaton you've become, nod sagely and respond with some equally uninspired drivel about how it's certainly been a bit humid. Humid! Good Lord, the sheer banality of it could curdle milk. We're standing there, two presumably sentient beings, capable of complex thought and profound emotion, and we're reduced to meteorological commentary. It's infuriating. It's not just the weather, of course. Oh no, the repertoire of small talk extends to such captivating topics as traffic. Terrible out there, wasn't it? The weekend. Did anything exciting? No, me neither. And the eternal favorite, are you busy? Which, let's be frank, is always met with a hearty yes, because who in their right mind wants to admit they're sitting at home picking lint off their socks? It's a performative act, a societal charade designed to fill the silence with pleasant, meaningless noise, as if silence itself were some kind of dangerous vacuum that might suck away our very souls. God forbid we actually experience a moment of quiet reflection or, heaven forbid, think something for ourselves without immediately feeling the need to vocalize it. And the worst part, the sheer predictability of it. You can see it coming a mile away like a slow-moving, heavily laden cargo ship of conversational futility. The slightly uncertain glance, the hesitant smile, the clearing of the throat, it all signals the impending deluge of utter unimportance. And you brace yourself, you really do, but there's no escape. It's a social obligation, a handshake of words that leaves you feeling emptier than before, wondering if you've just wasted 30 precious seconds of your finite existence discussing the merits of a sun hat in Jacksonville, Florida on a Thursday afternoon in June. 30 seconds I'll never get back, gone forever in a puff of conversational smoke about the relative discomfort of the summer air. It's a conspiracy, I tell you, a vast unspoken agreement among humanity to avoid anything remotely genuine or interesting in favor of this bland, lukewarm soup of pleasantries. We've become so terrified of genuine connection, so utterly flummoxed by the prospect of an honest, unscripted moment, that we resort to this lowest common denominator of interaction. It's like we're all just rehearsing for some terrible cosmic play where the only lines are variations on, "Fine, thanks, and you?" It's a damn travesty, that's what it is, and I, for one, am sick to death of it. Give me a good, awkward silence or a robust argument, or even a sudden, inexplicable burst of song over another godforsaken discussion about the temperature. At least then you'd know you were truly alive. At least then there'd be a flicker of genuine human interaction, a hint of something real that doesn't feel like it was pulled from a generic conversational template. All right, so here's a list that's been festering in my mind for a while now. A collection of objects and concepts that serve no earthly purpose beyond making daily life just that little bit more irritating. You'd think in this grand age of innovation we'd be solving real problems. Instead, we're presented with this absolute parade of utterly pointless... Well, here, see for yourself.
Top 10 time, it's the thrill of the night. Rankings up high, feeling safe flight. Listening close, get ready to climb. We're counting it down, it's top 10 time.
1. Individually wrapped slices of processed cheese. Good heavens, the sheer waste of it. You've got a perfectly good block of cheese that requires what, a knife? A moment of effort? But no, we must have these thin, plasticky squares, each lovingly entombed in its own non-biodegradable coffin. It's an environmental crime and a culinary insult. 2. Decorative throw pillows on a sofa. These aren't for comfort, are they? Oh no. These are for artifice. They're designed to be artfully arranged, then immediately removed and piled on the floor the moment anyone dares to actually sit on the couch. Their sole purpose is to make you wonder where to put them. 3. Online pop-up ads for things you've already bought. I just bought a new blender, thank you very much, and I assure you I am not in the market for another one. These persistent digital ghosts follow you around the internet, hawking wares you no longer need, like a particularly obtuse digital hawker. It's like the internet itself has developed a short-term memory problem. 4. That tiny little pocket inside your jeans pocket. What is that thing for? A single coin? A particularly small secret? It's too small for most keys, too deep for easy access, and serves only as a lint trap and a place for optimism to die. I've never met a single soul who has ever successfully utilized it for a meaningful purpose. 5. Plastic packaging that requires a chainsaw to open. You know the kind, the clear, rigid plastic shell that encases everything from USB sticks to children's toys, daring you to open it without drawing blood. It's a test of wills, a gauntlet of frustration, and I swear it's designed by sadists who revel in human misery. 6. Automated phone menus with 10 options before you get to a human. Press 1 for this, press 2 for that, press 3 if you're already tearing your hair out and considering throwing your phone into a volcano. Just let me talk to a person, you digital overlords. I don't want to navigate your labyrinthine voice system. I want a solution. 7. Low battery warnings that start at 20%. Is it just me, or does 20% not feel low in the grand scheme of things? It's like your car light coming on when you still have a quarter tank. It instills a sense of manufactured panic when there's still plenty of juice left. Give me a real warning, not a polite suggestion. 8. Hotel security hangers that don't let you take the hanger part off. I understand the logic, preventing theft, presumably, but trying to hang a shirt on one of these fiddly contraptions while simultaneously trying to get the little hook through the tiny slot feels like a miniature engineering challenge after a long flight. It's a design choice that prioritizes mild inconvenience over user experience. 9. Pens that only work for the first 5 words, then give up. These are the most insidious of all. You start writing with confidence, the ink flows, the ideas come, and then abruptly nothing, just a scratchy, dry line, a fading whisper of what could have been. They are the optimists of the stationary world, doomed to fail spectacularly. 10. Smart appliances that take longer to connect to Wi-Fi than to actually do their job. Your coffee maker, your oven, your whatever else they've made smart now, all of them requiring a PhD in network diagnostics just to brew a cup of joe. The promise of effortless living is often replaced by the reality of endless troubleshooting. Give me a simple button, for crying out loud. A button! Is that too much to ask? And this has been your Top 10 list. The goddamn ice machine. A gonzo dispatch from the heart of hotel hell. All right, gather round, you pathetic bastards, because I've seen things, dark, unholy things lurking in the dim, linoleum-clad corridors of America's finest and shittiest hotels, and I'm here to tell you it's enough to make a man reconsider every decision he's ever made in a drunken stupor. I'm talking, of course, about the Hotel Ice Machine, that buzzing, clanking, bacterial monument to pure, unadulterated American absurdity. Let's not kid ourselves. You check into one of these glorified purgatories, usually after a 12-hour flight fueled by lukewarm airline gin and the silent despair of 1,000 strangers. All you want, all your weary, overstimulated soul craves is a goddamn glass of something cold, a little ice, a splash of whatever cheap liquor you smuggled past the concierge, a moment of fleeting sanity. So you grab the flimsy plastic bucket, an artifact designed by Lucifer himself to be as inadequate and humiliating as possible, and you embark on the pilgrimage. It's never on your floor, is it? Never conveniently outside your door like some benevolent dispenser of frozen joy. Oh no, it's always a full goddamn expedition. Down the hall, past the emergency exit that probably leads to a rat-infested dumpster, around the corner where the carpet smells faintly of despair and stale cigarettes, and then there it is, a glowing, humming behemoth of stainless steel, pulsating with the promise of frosty relief. Or so you think. You approach, heart thumping with a mixture of anticipation and dread, because you know what's coming. That mechanical growl, like a hungry beast stirring from a coma. You shove the bucket under the chute, hit the button, and then, Christ, the racket. It sounds like a dozen angry walruses fighting a broken washing machine, a violent industrial cacophony that echoes through the thin walls, undoubtedly waking every miserable soul within a 50-yard radius. You're not just getting ice, you're announcing your presence to the entire damn hotel, probably alerting unseen forces to your illicit movements. And the ice itself? Don't even get me started. These things are a biological wasteland, a breeding ground for every germ that's ever hitchhiked on a sweaty hand. Do you honestly believe anyone in this establishment has ever truly cleaned that infernal chute? That slimy, mineral-encrusted orifice where countless strangers have plunged their grimy buckets? You're essentially scooping frozen water from a public petri dish. It's a miracle we're not all walking around with a terminal case of hotel ice fever, foaming at the mouth and demanding immediate medical intervention. The sheer, infuriating inefficiency of it all. Why, in the name of all that is holy, can't every mini fridge have a tiny self-contained ice maker? Or better yet, why can't they just bring a goddamn bucket to your room with the rest of the overpriced room service swill? No, that would be too simple, too civilized. We must endure this nightly ritual, this absurd odyssey for frozen water, just to remind us of the chaotic, unreliable nature of modern existence. It's a sick joke, I tell you. The testament to a man's endless capacity for creating utterly pointless, sanity-eroding contraptions. Pass the whiskey, neat, because I'm damned if I'm risking another encounter with that mechanical abortion. If you enjoyed this podcast, please like and subscribe.
You know by now, got stories to tell, from the small to the grand, all under one spell. We talk about this, we laugh about that, from the strange to the bliss. Get ready to chat. It's the Binge Podcast, where everything's a blast. It's the Binge Podcast, come join us fast. By now, got stories to tell, from the small to the grand, all under one spell. We talk about this, we laugh about that, from the strange to the bliss. Get ready to chat. It's the Binge Podcast, where everything's a blast. It's the Binge Podcast, come join us fast. Where everything's a blast. It's the Binge Podcast. Come join us fast. Tune in right now. Stories to tell, from the small to the grand, all under one spell. We talk about this, we laugh about that, from the strange to the bliss. Get ready to chat, it's the Binge Podcast, where everything's a blast. It's the Binge Podcast, come join us fast.